Hello friends, hope you are doing well and you are enjoying my videos. If so, kindly subscribe my channel and follow me. So today we are going to learn about the modifiers in Java. Okay, so modifier actually provide the visibility of a class, of method, or an members. So there are four different types of, there are many modifiers, but currently we will study only four modifiers specifically for the variable and in method context. So the first modifier is private. The second modifier is default. Third modifier is protected. There are many restrictions how we can use, and I will give you the provide the like for variables out of these four modifiers, which is the most recommendable modifier to use for variables and which is the least recommended modifier for variable, and same for the methods as well. So fourth one is public. Okay, so there are four modifiers in Java. There are many modifiers. Again, I am saying they are, let me tell you, the abstract, final, sorry, final, and strict FP. Strict FP is for floating points, strict floating points. We will not study all these three. We will study these three modifiers in a separate session. So currently we will focus only these four. So private is basically if you want your variable, that is instance variable, okay, or your class level variable, you want that variables to be used into that class only. So we will use the private modifier, okay, only within a class, within a class only. Okay, if you want that your variables or method used within a package, within a same package, suppose you have two classes A and B, and you want that class B can access class A methods or variables, then you can make it, and both classes on the same package, then you can make that methods or variable in the default modifier. If you want your method to be accessible within same package, obviously within same package, and in different package child class, so you can use the protected modifier. Okay, for the public, if you want to be accessible like globally, like everyone can use it, methods or variable, then you can make that variable or method as a public global level access. Let's see all these things in using the code. Okay, I hope, okay, and I hope you are seeing my screen as well. Okay, let me close this. Let me share my screen. Okay, now let's create a class. I just created a project in IntelliJ. You can use any platform. Okay, I'm creating a package first. Okay, so you can create a package. I'm giving a package name as package 1. Okay, in the package 1, I'm creating a class demo. Okay, so we have a package 1 and a class it's demo. In the class demo, we have one method which is private void print, that print something like, it's kind of random thing. Demo class private method. Okay, and a variable private string name equal to Dipti. Okay, and maybe I like to call print my name as well. Okay, so we created a public class that have one private variables and one public private method. Now let's create one more class in the same package. Okay, I'm creating a class with demo class as done. Okay, now I want to access that name and a print method in my class, in that dummy class. Okay, and so let me create an object of demo class using the new keyword. I created a, now I am creating a name. See, showing me in a compilation error and displaying that there are multiple ways to avoid this compilation error. Either make it public, protected, okay, or you can rename the reference. So the private variables and the methods are only be accessible in the class. So that's why the private attribute, the name, only be accessible in a method of class demo. Okay, we cannot access this variable outside this class demo. So this is a scope level of private keyword. Okay, and you can also make a class private. Okay, if you create a class private, you can see the private is not allowed here. Why? Because a class can never be private. There are only class can be public, class can be default, class can be abstract, class can be final, class can be strict FP, but protected and public is not allowed here. Protected and the protected and the private. Okay, so that's the reason. Let's now we want to I want to call this name or the print method in this class. So how can I do it? So you can make them as a default. Default can, now if you remove the default, that means you can access these variables and methods in the same package in any class. So this dummy is in the same package. So I can access it and I can call the print method. Okay. And I can also change the name and print it. Okay. So is here I just write name, but name is not any attribute in the dummy class. It is the attribute of demo class. So we will access it with the instance of demo class. Let's run it. So you can now see we are getting the response. Okay, so this is because this is a protected one. Okay, Now let's cut this class from here and create a new package. Okay. Oh, sorry. Create a new package. Package 2. Okay. And in package 2, you are going to create a class done. Okay. So it's asking for, you want to import demo? Yes, I want to import the demo. Okay, but I'm not getting it, but I'm getting the compilation error. Why? Because the demo class is a default. So you can access this class within the package 1 only. The classes which is in package 1. So you can make it public. So you can able to access it in different package. Packages are basically, grouping classes of same behavior, same type, and it also resolves the conflicts. It improves the modularity of your program. So always make sure that you have an habit to use the package grouping. Okay. So now we are able to access this class. Okay. Now see, why I'm getting this error now? We make it private, we make it default, but default says we cannot access in different package. So how could we do use in different package? So the one way is to make that attribute protected. Okay. And variable as well as protected. Okay. Now we created two variables protected. That means we can use it in different class, but that class should be child class. So we will extend it from extends down. Okay. Now that's the okay. But still we are getting the error. Why? This is the restriction of the protected that. If you want to access the protected variables or the variables, you can access it through the reference of child class only. So if we make a dummy reference and okay, so you can see the compilation error has been resolved. But if we are using the reference of a child but holding it an object of parent, which is not valid in Java, it is possible that you can create a reference of base class or the parent class and using that reference you hold an object of child class. This is possible, but opposite is not, vice versa is not. Okay. So this is the restriction that if you want to use a protected variables and the protected methods in the child class, then you can access those using the reference of child class only. Okay. What could be the other way? Other way is to make them public. Public means you can access it anywhere, right? So you can access it anywhere. So now if you see, now let me create d equal to demo, new demo. Okay, I'm now see. It's showing because I already created an object. Okay, you can see I'm able to access all the variables and methods because they are public, and they are public. That's why we are able to call them using that subclass, the child class, or maybe a different known subclass. Like if you don't want to extend it, okay, and you can still call them. Oh, sorry. Okay. Why this is error? Because let me create an object of demo. Okay. Now you can access it. So these are the 4 modifiers that restrict the visibility of variables, method, or particular class. Okay. In the next session, we will understand the final abstract and maybe the strict FP. Okay, but it's not in detail. The final and abstract will be in detail. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.